Okay, what we got here is an iPod, an old iPod that I've had for a while. Probably bought this I don't know, I want to say 2003, maybe 2000, about 2004. It's a 30 gig iPod. This plays movies, so it's a pretty nice little iPad, or iPod I should say. And as you can see, it's working, but the button in the middle here does not work. So when you go to menu and you want to go up to your music, you have to really push hard on it to get it to play whatever song you want to play. So so there's your different music. So anyway, to make a long story short, went ahead and I've replaced the batteries in these. Now this one I haven't replaced it yet, but anyway, I had ordered this because I was thinking this might be the problem, and it's the click wheel. But as you can see, there is no button in the middle for it. It apparently mounts on the logic board, which is in here. So this is an extra one I have in case I know someone that needs it. And it of course comes with its associated circuitry and so forth. So I'm no expert at all on the presentation of these, so this is turned off completely. So what we need to do is we need to open it up. So there's several ways of doing it. You don't want to scratch it. So I ordered some kits. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them through Parts Plus or whatever. And so we want to start opening this thing up. And so you get it to where you can crack it open. And you can see here it's starting to come. One thing you gotta be careful of is the plastic on these things can get brittle after a while, because anything that's made with plastic has that tendency to kind of go brittle. And as you can see, she's starting to open up now a little bit. And you want to get over on this side too and crack it open. See if we can get it to come down. And it's trying to use a guitar style pick maybe to get it to come. And, anyway, there, we kind of got it apart here. And you can see there's a battery pack here with it. And this is the hard drive for it. And so we're looking inside. We've got like little places in here where this all plugs in. So you want to be kind of careful here. We got this battery pack. And so in here we have a little area. And kind of want to be careful here about getting it apart. As you can see, there's like a little tiny thing. So we're going to, we want to use like a set of tweezers or something to pop this thing out so we don't, destroy it. So this, let's see here. So we have this here, and we want to kind of pop this up, and then this comes out, okay? You have like little clips in here. So you don't want to force it and break one of these. And then down here you'll see a very similar scene. And we're going to take this. We've got to be real careful because this is the battery here. I'll pop that out. Okay. And then that's okay, so we got that out. So you got to be real careful here how that slides in and out. But this is your little piece here, and actually it opens up like this. That's how it does. It opens up. So you got to be real careful here. see how this little tiny piece fits right there. Okay, so now this is the hard drive. Okay, it has a very similar type plug here at the bottom. So you want to kind of this is the hard drive here. So it looks like it has like a little pincher in here. You want to be careful about digging into that part there. So you want to be careful here. I'm not so sure I want to go ahead and pull all this out if I don't have to, because this is that's where the hard drive ribbon goes in, and you know these all kind of flip up. So you kind of want to be careful with that. So what we're going to do in lieu of that is I really don't want to damage that if I don't have to, because that is where your hard drive plugs into there, and that's your these things lift up. That's what they do. As you can see, that's where that lifts up, and then that will flip down and hold it in place. So you got to be kind of careful there. So we have these little screwdriver kits that we've ordered, and we're going to use, those are little Phillips heads. And so I'm going to go ahead and use little Phillips heads. Okay, take these screws out. Right here. Replacing the battery in this thing would be pretty easy. We just take that back, cover, but this is a little bit more involved. So anyway, we got these all out. See, this looks like it might have stressed a little bit trying to get that out. So kind of get this to lift up. You want to be careful because, like I say, you got all these little wires in here and stuff. This looks like that's going to come off. And there we go. So the front's come off. And here's that little thing we're talking about, that little wheel. And here we go. This is the little button. As you can see, there's a little tiny black little spacer right here, as you can see. And it has somehow managed to work its way off of the little pad here. So what we're going to do is bring him back to the center if we can. Okay, you can see that little thing right there, that little guy, there he is. So it's just like a little tiny spacer is all that is. So we're going to put a little Probably should put glue on it, a little bit of glue, and see where it goes. See, it's got a tack thing on it. Tactile. All these have like tactical, called tack. So that little guy, you can see what happens is it gets sticky. You want to put him in towards the middle here. You don't want him to move. So he's there in the center. But yeah, you can kind of see where this is all. It's on the logic board. Solid on the logic board. And so that's it. Push this down a little bit. So we're pretty fortunate there that this tactile piece here isn't going to have to come all the way out. That would be a major deal. So we'll put him back down. This little button here has 4 little slots that it fits into on this switch, on this wheel. So you want it to lay flat on that little pin there. Also, you want to take and get you some cleaner, like glasses cleaner, and wipe this face off, which we already did, so you don't get any dust or fingerprints on the lens in there. That's the last thing you want to do. And so what you want to do is take this plastic piece, and we're going to put it back over it, sliding back on. So I'm going to go ahead and slide it back in here. Make sure that we don't have something on the inside. Looks like I might have something there, so let's pull this back off again. Go ahead and pull that back off. It looks as though I might have something on that screen. Yeah, I do. Got it somewhere. What I'm finding here is I got static electricity fighting me. So as I wipe this screen down, I get a charge on it somehow. So that's kind of giving me what it's doing is attracting the dust off of this, off this bench. I try to clean it up as much as I can. There is a little bit of dust on here, but this is what, somehow it's got static electricity. And it's picking up the dust particles off this bench. So, figure that one out. Okay, so we're going to slide this thing back on ever so carefully. Okay, slide him in. Okay, so I'm going to slide this guy back in like this. So there we go. Now, this thing, interestingly enough, if you look, well, it has a fluorescent display. This thing does not use LEDs like the new ones. This has a fluorescent display, like a little fluorescent tube inside of it. That's why the batteries on these things never ran real long, is because this has, a, believe it or not, a fluorescent light in it that powers the, display. Interestingly enough. And your old phones were that way. Now everything's is OLEDs, which don't draw much of anything. So let me go ahead and put these little screws back in here, ever so carefully. You got to be careful about tightening these down, because you can easily over tighten them and break these tabs off, which looks like I did on the battery replacement on this thing. And it's easy to do, so you want to be careful about, that kind of thing. So get that. I'm not going to bore you with this. We're going to go ahead and ribbon cable over here, and now we're going to go ahead and put this ribbon cable in to finish this up, this part here. So this has to go in. I'll make sure all this is nice and laying flat. Okay, and then this is going to go, this ribbon cable is going to go in here. Slides down into the piece like so, and then we're going to mash this down here. And that locks that in place. Okay, so now remember, you got to do this side first, okay? And just pay a lot of attention to this ribbon, because if you break these, you're pretty well screwed. So anyway, we put all this in place here, and we're going to go ahead and snap them back together. Snap it back. Take this tape off. Take all that off, and snap it in. Okay, we push it in, hold it in, and watch the apple come up. And there we go. The battery on this thing is incredibly low right now. So anyway, so I fixed it. As you can see, it works, but the battery's low on it. So the one thing you want to be careful with one of these iPods is to be sure that you, when you work on them, be real careful with the strips. Like we showed you the little ribbons. That last one we put in, you want to make sure you line that up perfectly well, because if you do not line it up perfectly, it will pretty much, it will short out, because that's your battery. Okay, remember, then that battery has quite a bit of current. So the other one that we slid in on the side here, the little one, that was the controls for this click wheel, and the switches over here for your hold and so on. Okay, that's what controls all that. So but that's what you want to make sure. Kind of hard to see the display for some reason. The lighting here doesn't let me see it. It's too bright. But anyway, it does work. So it's working now. So we go back And we will go back here to the songs. We hit the center button, and there we go. So we got that. Looks like it's going to work. And so it looks like it's going to do. It's going to work.
Big John, Big John. Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John.
So anyway, there you have it. Looks like it's working, and that's all there is to it. So have a good day. And that's how you replace those. That's how you replace that little button in the middle. I haven't seen too many subjects on that as far as YouTube goes, and but that's kind of how it goes. Hope that helps you out, and we keep these things going because they work pretty well. And like I say, the battery in it's a little bit easier to replace than it is this little button here. So hope that helps.